How do you get training done with kids around?
Not very easily. And you know, it's an evolving question as well, that one, because they change ages, their priorities change, everything changes. So what might have been a good fix and a good methodology for getting the training done, and I'll talk you through some of the things I've missed out as well, which are some of the extreme endurance challenges that I've taken on. Some have succeeded in, some I haven't. And trying to put that together with kids, it is really, really hard. So what might have worked 2 years ago whilst training for X doesn't work now whilst training for Y, because either one or all four children have different needs from me now. So I've just realized there's a heater on behind me, which is why I'm exploding. So it's not an easy one to answer directly, but I think it's kind of worth reverse engineering it, and that's the way I'm looking at it now, is trying to make sure that one of the things I try and do is to actually diarize the time in with the kids over the course of the day. So what do they need, including just downtime, just play, which I think is probably at the top of my priority list in actual fact, especially with the younger ones, is just to spend time playing. And I diarize that into a really quite a busy but varied diary that I have, and say this time alone is the time for the kids. If that's diarised in first as a priority and everything else kind of maneuvers around that, then from there I can break off and play with chunks of time to train. Usually for me, that means either getting up very early or training very late, which is, I guess, something that we probably all share, just finding that time in amongst that day to train. The importance of training as opposed to when can I fit in training for me, and separating it out in my mind and imagining that's a thing that I want to do. I firmly believe is something that I'm also giving to the children. So I see it as being something that's very important to fit in.